this message today is for the beautiful, strong, independent women amongst you. The women who are successful in their lives, successful in their careers, and who are their own source of power. We celebrate that power, right? We are so proud of that power within us. Yet, at some point in our relationships, we tend to use that power in a way that does not serve us. And this could be seen in the aggressiveness, if I may say, of the toxic feminist ideology, which is about, women waking up to their own power to wage war against men. Hi, Reem. Or to prove their superiority to men. And we really see it in a lot of dialogue about men and women, and especially the toxic feminine view on that dialogue. And so in practice, what we are really doing is, I think that this is the biggest disservice for the feminine inside every woman, because we're basically telling women to renounce their own superpowers, renounce their own truth, and embrace the masculine traits and use that against men, right? To beat them at their own game, which I believe is really futile. And this is typically the wounded feminine, because she hasn't yet fully awakened to her own superpowers. She has not embraced all of her own traits, all of her truth, and so she is really rejecting some of her feminine essence, and she is in the energy of blame, like all the evil in the world is the cause of men. They have brought all this bad destruction to the world, and we need to get rid of them. So I know that sometimes, we're not that expressive about, we want to get rid of men, but it's really that energy beneath that dialogue is all about that, blaming men for everything that is wrong in this world and proving our superiority, we're better than them. We should take care of, we should have all the power in the world, and we will bring healing. But a wounded feminine cannot bring any type of healing to the world. A wounded feminine will just perpetuate the wound, perpetuate the separation. Whereas the balanced feminine, she stands strong in her power, embracing all of her feminine traits. And mind you that she does not buy into the patriarchy definition of her own traits. For example, vulnerability. Patriarchy teaches us that vulnerability is weakness. The feminine does not buy into that. She is creating her own definitions of what her truth is and what her feminine energy is all about. And that is why she stands tall in her own power. She stands strong in her power. She insources her power. Her power is not about proving her superiority to others, or proving that she is better than men, for example, in this example. She believes in the power of the balanced masculine, and that he is an equal partner in bringing balance to this world. She sets firm boundaries, okay? And she makes sure that these boundaries are respected by the masculine. Okay, so when she is embracing all of her feminine, she also is balancing it with her inner masculine, which manifests in, for example, boundary setting. So she is not anything. She's not about being weak or just being complacent or people pleasing. No, she's none of that. But this is the big picture of the toxic femininity. But how it translates in the relationship, it's about I'll give you an example that I see with some of my clients. We don't express it verbally, but it's in our energy and in our attitude. We're like, I'm this strong, powerful woman. Can you match that? Or can you top that? To our man, we come at him with this energy. And this energy is really competitive energy. It is repulsive, and we come from a place that feels kind of disrespectful for the masculine. And so we're basically delivering this message that I'm better than you, I'm stronger than you, I'm more powerful than you, and I don't need you. Thus creating more wounds in the relationship. And then we are blaming the men for the failure of the relationship, and we're leaving them confused because we are projecting our own beliefs, our own wounds onto them, and then we're blaming them for that. That is where the confusion comes from. So what we really need to do about that first is to start the healing within ourselves. I need to start healing within myself, in my energy, in my own beliefs about myself and about men, about the world, how I show up in the world. We take our power back as women, and we ensource that power. Our source of power is really our own truth, our essence, our own worth, our belief in ourselves, not because we are stronger than men or more powerful than they are, or we could get more money than they do, which is sometimes the source of a lot of conflict in relationships. It's because, we are making more money. We're like, I'm stronger than you. How can you top that? Or how can you match that? And so we are in that energy of competition, which is not, again, it is not an attractive energy. And so when we start healing within ourselves, the energy that we come with into the relationship is a totally different energy. It's a more balanced energy, and we are coming from a place of I believe in the superpowers of the masculine. I am open and willing to see the truth of my man, because if you're a successful woman, if you're this amazing, great woman, chances are your man is just as amazing and as successful as you are. Hey Anna, thank you. Move your focus from focusing on the negatives or what is not working in that relationship, or what you think is negative about your man, and focus on just being open to receive his truth, to receive the man he really is. Because if you keep projecting onto him all of your negative beliefs, you're robbing him the chance of showing you what he really is. Okay, the balanced masculine that he really is. Because like I always say, the feminine inspires the masculine to become the best version of himself. Okay, this is how we inspire them, by first being open to that truth within themselves to surface. And we heal within ourselves so that we do not project our own limiting beliefs onto them. And so this is what I really wanted to say about how this toxic femininity as a general idea of like we are powerful, and so we want to take revenge on men, versus the healed, which is that toxic femininity is creating more wounds and more separation. It does not bring healing to the world. Versus the healed feminine, who is so confident of herself, and she firmly believes in herself. She has this unshakable belief within herself, and she does believe in the superpowers of the masculine as well. She believes in the truth of the balanced masculine as an equal partner to bring more peace and healing into the world. And this is how this is the energy through which she interacts with the masculine.